What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be ranking the best attainable power forwards in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM here on this tier list. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single, 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos, and I would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. We got 36 of the best power forwards in the game here. A couple guys who I think some people would argue maybe aren't attainable, and I will explain my thought process when we get to those guys. But we'll start with DeAndre Ayton, who is still technically attainable. Won't be for much longer. He's part of the Summer Festival. Not hard to get at all in terms of the pieces that were attainable and how many pieces you had to get this DeAndre Ayton card, if you wanted him. That being said, his jumper's pretty mediocre and it holds back what is otherwise a pretty good card. It's not a terrible shot, but it's just kind of ugly. The way he fades back is weird, and it just holds him back a bit. Now he's a 7-footer, he's quality defensively, he's got good speed, good size, good finishing, and he's just a well-rounded card. But I do think the jumper holds him back a bit. I wouldn't put him higher than B tier. Tim Duncan, realistically, same story. 100 overall stats and badges, yes, but this one doesn't have the animations to boot. Good card, 100%. I don't know. He's not a great card. I think most people have the Pro Pass version anyway. And I know Tim, and his Pro Pass version's on here too. We'll talk about that as well. But he's not attainable anymore, but he was extremely attainable. And I think a lot of people have him. So I want to include him even if he's not still an attainable card, because he was an extremely attainable card. There's a couple cards like that on these lists. Bill Walton is terrible, by the way. His jumper is awful. I would literally never run him. He's one of the worst guys in this list. I think he's D tier. Triple J, C tier, a little bit undersized, not significantly, but he doesn't have elite size. He doesn't have elite animations anymore. His jumper's not on very quick, even doesn't do anything off the dribble. He's just limited. I think he's C tier. Embiid is probably B at this point. He's a good shooter with solid size and a decent jumper. I mean, he's not a spectacular card, but he's a good card, and he'll get the job done, at least at a pretty solid level, I would say. I probably should have put 100 overall in, oh no, 100 overall Embiid is on here, so we're good. DeMarcus Cousins feels like a D tier to me too. I don't even care about the 100 overall stats and badges. His jumper has such a dramatic hitch in it, and he's also only 6'10". To me, that card is really mid. I'm not a fan at all, personally. I think DeMarcus is super mid. Bobby Portis has a solid jumper, but he's a pink diamond without elite stats and badges at this point in the year. I think he's towards the bottom as well, probably also D tier. Chet is gonna go B for me as well. He's good, his size is nice, his defense animations are really nice. I think his jumper's solid. In fact, I'm gonna probably put Chet A, because I do think his switchability defensively, I mean, he's 7'1", and I think he plays bigger than that, arguably. I've been a big fan of Chet, and I think I'd take him over Embiid. I think he's like low A. I think Embiid is high B, is how it feels to me. Mikan feels like an A tier to me as well. Curry Escape, nice release at 6'10". Quality card. I mean, he does a lot of things good at the power forward position. I think he competes at a pretty high level. You know, I'm actually gonna put him S tier. I think Mikan, I know he's only 6'10". His jumper's really good. I think he's a bit slept on. I think he's a really good card. Kalel Ware, I'll go C. He's got a solid jumper, not spectacular, but he's got good all around stats and badges, good size for a power forward at 7 foot, great athlete, solid defender, solid, good all around card. He's a good option. I think he's C tier. David Robinson, that was my dog. I don't know if y'all heard that. He just like yawned in the background, made a bunch of noise with it. Sorry about that. Anyways, D-Rob is A for me. I think 96 speed at 7'1" with not a spectacular jumper, sure, and not great off the dribble ability, but his size, switchability, and speed is very valuable, and he is a very competent shooter as well. I feel like he's like a better Chet in a lot of ways, faster Chet as well. I think he's A tier. Hassan Whiteside's jumper is atrocious, D tier. That card stinks, would never run him, especially at power forward. Bull, I can't go higher than B tier. I understand he's 7'3". That's his most valuable aspect. His jumper's not good. He doesn't feel great off the dribble. I don't think he impacts the game defensively as much as the size would say he does. I think he's B tier as well. Willis Reed, I think Mikan's better. Mikan's got a little more movement and his jumper's just as good. Is Willis still S tier though, is kind of the question. And I think the answer to that question is it's a borderline. For now, I'm gonna go high A, we might adjust. Triple J, I think he's B tier. He doesn't quite have the size that you're really looking for. He's not a bad card, but I do think he's probably B tier. I think I'd take all the guys in A above him for sure. Good size, solid jumper, does a good amount of things well. I don't know what he is doing. But I think he's probably B tier. I'm not super high on Jaren. Eddie Curry, I think he's also C if Kalel is C. 7 foot with solid speed and a good jump shot is a good card. He's a viable option at the power forward position. He's not great, but I think he's better than the D tiers. Speaking of D tier, Pau Gasol, another just awful jumper on a card that doesn't do anything spectacularly well. Not a fan. Get him out of here. Miles Turner, same level as, I would say, I think C is fair. High C, same level as Jaren maybe. He's a little bit better than these cards in C tier probably, but I'm not sure he's better enough to quite be a B tier card. He's not bad. He's got good defense. He's got okay speed. He's got a solid jumper. He's fine. He's C tier. Embiid is 7 foot with 100 overall stats and badges. I mean, his animations aren't spectacular, but his stats and badges are, and his animations aren't bad. His jumper's pretty good. He's big as well at power forward. I think he's S tier. I think Bargnani's B tier as well. 7 footer, but not great speed. Really nice jumper though. Good card. I'd still take all the A tiers above him. I think he's solid though. Birdman. Birdman's actually not bad, honestly. Chris Anderson, decent card. He's one of the new cards from this Champions set, and I haven't done a gameplay on him yet or anything, but he does look pretty good. 6'10" with 7'2" wingspan isn't spectacular size. He's got great speed, great defense, great finishing, and he's got decent shooting ability. Jumper's pretty good. Russ, Kimba, in terms of the animations, he's better than a lot of these B tier cards, to be honest. He's like probably borderline A. He's actually legitimately good. I'd say he's better than most of the B tier guys. I think I'll move Tim Duncan down, by the way, because I don't love his jumper, and I think he's no movement at all. I think he's probably going to move down a tier, so I think we're going to adjust that. Same tier as Chet for SAR. It does feel kind of weird. Nah, I'm leaving Tim in B. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. We just have a big B tier right now. I think SAR is basically Chet. They're both big, athletic, versatile defensive power forwards who are going to knock down shots on the offensive end of the court. I think they're A tier. I think they're better than the B tier guys. Not by a massive chunk, but I do think they're definitely better. Serge Ibaka, another one of those 100 overalls who's good, not ridiculous. He is a very nice card though. Again, only 6'10", so a bit on the undersized scale, I would say, at the power forward position, height-wise. But he's 7'4". He's got incredible stats and badges. Awesome defender. Jumper's really good. Darius Garland dribble style, Francis size up, Kemba escape, Pro 2 fade, and I mean the wingspan's super nice, 7'4". His height 6'10", not amazing, but he's S tier, and I mean he's easily S tier for sure. There's no doubt about that. Alperen Şengün, yet another B tier, good jumper, solid-ish size, not a bad defender, a good, not great card, just like a lot of the B tiers. Dwight Howard, I don't like his jumper. I do like his movement though. Francis size of Garland dribble style with elite slashing and finishing ability is really nice. That being said, I don't know. We'll go B. I have so many guys in B tier. I want to move a couple guys down. Amari's not B, though. I think he is C. I think he's worse than the B tiers. He's not bad, but he's not great either, and I think he's a pretty underwhelming free card. He's just kind of there. Dino feels like he's B tier as well, to be honest. Like, he's on the same level as Jaren and Şengün, in my opinion. Nice, smooth jumper. Great finisher. He's really good as a finisher. He's actually got a bigger player build than Şengün. Jaren, I don't know, but he's a really nice card. I think he's B tier. He's super solid. He's one of the better opals. Jack Sigma, really good jump shot, makes him, I think, a little different than some of these B tiers. Not to mention he's got great defensive stats and badges too. He's really good. I think Sigma is better than all the B tiers. I think he's a great card. I'm going to move DeAndre Ayton down, by the way. I think his jumper's pretty mid. I think he's the easiest one to move down right now. Duncan, Howard, and Embiid are all kind of hanging in there as well for like considering moving them down. Cat, D tier, don't like his jumper, don't like his speed, don't like his defense. I just don't like him as a card overall. I don't think he's that good. Brad Miller, solidly B tier. He's a good card. He's got a solid jumper. He's good defensively. He's got decent speed. He's got good size. 7 footer. I mean, he's a good card. Tim Duncan is also S tier. Nasty card. One of the best at the power forward position in the game with his shot creation, his fade, and obviously really good release as well. And the 100 overall stats at bad as he's a stud. Artist Gilmore's a really weird one because he doesn't feel like a power forward to me. In fact, he's pretty much, I would just run him at center because his lack of speed at power forward is a little more annoying. And his jumper's not great. He's going to be a little bit mid on the defensive end power forward wise. That being said, he is 7'2" with competent speed, good defense, and he'll hit an open three. I do think he's still probably B tier, but he's a weird one at power forward. In fact, I'm not even going to rank him. I don't know why he's on this list. He doesn't fit. Wendell Carter Jr.'s got a good jumper. He's another solid pink diamond. I'd say he's probably same level as Kalel and Eddie Curry. He's fine. He's not bad. Hakeem Olajuwon, he's better than Embiid. I'll go B tier with him as well. I just have a ton of B tiers. I think this is just gonna be a really big B tier. It kind of is what it is. Hakeem is, I think he's right there with Embiid. A little bit better version, but they're very similar cards. They're like low B at this point in the year. Maybe they're all just C tiers. Would this be crazy? Because now the C tier is huge. Maybe Hakeem and Embiid is the dividing line. Maybe Dwight is in C or in B because of his movement, and Tim Duncan because they're stat. But then are Hakeem and Embiid really that worse than Jaren and Şengün? Dog, I don't know. I think I'm doing this, honestly. Like, even Embiid just don't have spectacular jumpers at this point, I will say. With their jumpers not being on very quick and not being elite at this point. I think C. I'm okay with this. It's hard to rank these guys, man. It really is. I'm going to put Miles Turner in S tier as well. He's nasty. He is really, really great movement-wise with good size and great slap, just great everything. He's a great card. He's another really, really good 100 overall. And then you have Dikembe, who Dikembe's weird because he's not super attainable. He's not super affordable. He's like 500K, a little bit less base maybe, but not significantly. But he's right around 500K. That's about the max for what I consider an attainable card. That being said, I think he's the best dark matter in the game. I think he competes at the very highest level against the best cards in the game, the invincible KPs and Wimbies and GOAT Kareems and 100 overall Yaos. Dikembe is going to give you as good of an option as anybody to counter those guys because he's got the size and the speed to be incredibly versatile defensively, and he's got an amazing jumper offensively and elite finishing. He is an incredible card. I think he's the best card in this list, even though he's a dark matter. And I think he's worth being on this list. I understand he's expensive. He is cheap enough where I would still consider him attainable. And again, Artist, it's like, I guess Artist is B, but no, I don't know. I'm just not even including Artist. I don't think Artist deserves to be on this list, to be totally honest. I can't drag him out of the list now. Wow, okay, so I guess he's stuck being on the list, actually. So there you go. All right, well, that being said, I guess that's going to do it for this video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.